Welcome back. 46 years later, a musical mystery is now solved.
Okay.
Since the release of Bruce Springsteen's 1975 song, Thunder Road, people have been trying to figure out what is exactly he's singing about. Here's the lyrics included in the original Born to Run album. In the notes it says, Mary's dress waves. So if you've heard this song, you've heard it before. Many people thought waves wasn't a good rhyme for the next line, which says plays. And so it turns out that people were right.
Interesting.
His manager corrected the record, saying that the right lyric is Mary's dress sways.
Okay.
Which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, and they actually said that the boss has sung sways thousands of times and is singing it that way right now on Broadway.
So I wonder if the album note was like a misprint.
Yeah, and why didn't they correct it for like 46 years later?
Right, right. I mean, there wasn't exactly spell check back then, right?
Right. You could read it, you know what I mean? You heard what he said.
Yeah,
anyway.
interesting. Okay, 23-year-old Washington man is a millionaire because he got his COVID-19 shot.
Oh, he won a lottery?
Isn't that nuts?
Whoa.
So Washington State did like an incentivizing lottery program, get your shot, you'll be entered to win this lottery. This guy who won it, he's not releasing his last name. He's just being known as Cameron M. He said he wasn't even aware of the lottery. He was just getting his shot because that's the responsible thing to do.
Better.
And his mom was like, hey, there's this lottery and you won. And you won $1 million. So he was the grand prize winner. 4 other people, though, also got $250,000 in the drawing.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the shock and awe that he got when he found out?
I'm vaccinated and I'm a millionaire.
Yeah, that's incentive right there.
Yep.
Okay. You know they say twinning is winning? Well, 2 Oregon couples have found themselves in a very unique situation. A pair of identical twin sisters right here have fallen in love with another pair of identical twins.
Oh my goodness.
Seen there.
Stop.
All 4 in the fitness industry.
Okay.
Yep, the brothers in sports medicine, the sisters in physical trainers.
Crazy.
They were introduced by one of the sisters' clients.
Oh.
Yeah. So all 4 are former Division I college track athletes. Now they're roommates living in a home in Medford, Oregon.
All 4 of them live together?
Yeah, it's like this is a TV show.
It is a TV show.
It definitely is.
Definitely a sitcom.
Yeah. Twinning in Love or something like that.
So apparently, like the children of identical, like this situation, their kids wouldn't be cousins, they'd be siblings.
Yeah,
I've
read that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're both identical twins, identical sets of identical twins. Their kids are siblings, not cousins.
That is the weirdest thing. I have to
Really
wrap my
weird.
head around that for a second.
Really weird, genetically, right?
Sure.
Obviously not, but crazy. Okay, baby birthday time. This is Ian Price. He turns 20 today. Oh my gosh, look at him.
Look at that.
Those
look
little
at
cheeks.
Yeah.
His family says Ian is right now, he's engaged to a sweet young woman. He's actually an entrepreneur. He owns his own business already at just 20 years old. Wow. Very hard worker. Mom and dad are so proud of him. Ian, you deserve all of that proudness because you're obviously very cool.
Right.
When we see these baby pictures, I always forget they're adults now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, he's engaged?
He's engaged.
Wow, well, okay.
Ian's doing great.
Happy birthday to you,
Happy
Ian.
birthday, Ian.
Happy birthday, Ian. We love seeing these baby photos, and we'd love to celebrate with your family, too. So email us, news@abc4.com. We'll get them on air and give them a shout-out.
How's the weather for our fiancé there?
Well, we're hoping that Ian blows out the candles in hopes and wishes for rain because you know what? It looks pretty good out there to see some possible showers. And so far right now, as we take a look outside of Cedar City, plenty of cloud cover so far right now. Once again, monsoonal moisture really making its way in and its presence felt. We do have that flash flood watch already placed, will go into effect by noon and last until midnight. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking to go out and about and hang out. Looking at current dew points, it's not the best for a hair day in St. George. Already seeing 61 degrees in dew point. That means if you have curlier hair, it's going to be tough. Double hairsprayed kind of day. So far right now, we're also looking at temperatures ranging around the 70s and 80s. Very mild to start off the morning. So if you want to crack open the windows, get some of that air flowing, it's going to be a little bit on the warmer side. Not that cool breeze that we're normally used to for us so far right now. And traffic looking smooth sailing as we still have that one incident so far right now on I-15. They should be clearing that up shortly. And we continue to see that drive times between Salt Lake City and Ogden are a little bit on the slower side on the northbound direction, 36 minutes. But then for the southbound direction, around 31 minutes. So smooth sailing so far for us on our Monday morning commute. And if you want to stay ahead of any kind of weather happenings, download the Pinpoint Weather app on your smart device using the QR codes or on the screen or through your app store.
Oh, thank you, Caesar. It is July 19th. Here's your fun national holidays today. We only got a couple, but some fun ones here. National Words with Friends Day.
This is
Okay.
like
So
a very big deal to people who play Words with Friends.
Okay, I was going to say, is that like the app, the game, basically Scrabble?
Yeah, you're playing Scrabble, but you're doing it on an app with somebody else. And I can tell you, I've done it. There was a guy on our crew here years ago in the morning who would be, there would be times in the morning going back and forth and be, oh, I can't believe you got that word.
No.
Yeah, all right. National Daiquiri Day, too.
Yum.
Okay.
So if you like a nice strawberry daiquiri, maybe a virgin daiquiri.
Delish.
National Get Out of the Doghouse Day.
Yeah.
A reminder to be nice to a special someone.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the doghouse, but get out of there today. The time, 5:56. Here's your top stories we're working on for Good Morning Utah at 6. A deadly fall at Bridalveil Falls. Here's what we know about a hiker who died and who they were with.
Plus, a flag snatcher on the loose. The moment someone stole a pride flag from the family of the lead singer of Neon Trees.
Now on GMU at 6, a deadly fall at Bridalveil Falls. Here's what we know about this hiker who died and the heartbreaking person they were with.
And a flag snatcher on the loose. See the moment someone stole a pride flag from the family of the lead singer of Neon Trees.
Good morning. As the sun starts to rise, crews will be back out on Pineview Reservoir looking for the body of a 16-year-old boy who drowned, coming up what officials say led up to the drowning.
Live from Utah's first TV station, Good Morning Utah at 6 starts now.
Good morning, Utah. I'm Brian Carlson.
And I'm Sarah Martin. It's 6 a.m. this Monday morning. We begin in Arizona, where police are investigating a bizarre, deadly series of attacks on Sunday. One person was shot and killed, 4 others shot. Multiple kids are missing. Tucson police say a man opened fire on an ambulance crew, shooting 2 paramedics. Then he's accused of driving to the scene of a house fire and shooting firefighters and neighbors trying to put out those flames. A neighbor was shot and killed. A body was found badly burned inside the home, and at least 2 children who lived in that burning home are missing. Police eventually shot the suspect. He is in critical condition.
And it was a deadly weekend in Utah's outdoors. Of course, a 16-year-old boy drowned at Pineview Reservoir yesterday. The 4th drowning there since May. ABC4's Jared Jutney live there at Pineview with a search for the boy's body this morning. Jared.
Well, as the sun starts to rise here at the middle inlet area of Pineview Reservoir, crews will be heading out again to begin efforts searching for that little boy's body. They stopped efforts yesterday evening because it just simply got too dark for them to see. Now, take a look at this video. Officials say the call came in around 6 p.m. yesterday. The 16-year-old was out here with 3 other teenage friends. The teen's friends told deputies that the boy had tried to swim across the water but decided he couldn't, so he turned around to come back but then started to struggle. The friends tried to help him, but they were unable to, and the 16-year-old went underwater and never resurfaced. Officials say the boys were not wearing life jackets.
It's much more stern of a message this time. If you are going to come and recreate, bring the proper equipment and recreate safely and enjoy your afternoon on the lake and go home.
Yeah, Weber County officials say they are prepared to be out here for as long as it takes to help find that boy's body. They're saying that the water is about 8 to 10 feet deep, which is actually making it a bit challenging in those efforts. Live, Jared Jutney, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Jared. A man fell to his death at Bridal Veil Falls this weekend while hiking with his fiance's child. Utah County deputies say Adrian Vanderklis went missing Saturday while hiking with his fiance's 9-year-old son. That 9-year-old came down the mountain on his own. Utah County Sheriff's Office recovered Vanderklis's body the next morning. They say he fell while climbing the falls and died on impact. Deputies say this is a hard reminder. Do not hike beyond your experience level, especially on steep terrain.
It's a lot harder getting down than it looked like it was going to be when they were going up, and then they're stuck. Sometimes when people continue trying to get back down, that's when they run into trouble.
Deputies say the 9-year-old did not see Vanderklis fall to his death.
And 2 people died in multiple crashes on a stretch of I-80 near the Utah-Wyoming border. Yesterday, emergency crews were called to the scene of this crash. While they were there, a second crash happened about a half a mile away. 1 person died at the scene. A second later died, who was taken to the hospital. Between the 2 crashes, 5 other people were taken to the hospital with injuries ranging from serious to critical.
TOOELE County deputies need your help finding a man who's been missing for nearly a month. Deputies used drones to search for 32-year-old Rick Morris from TOOELE yesterday, but couldn't find him. Deputies describe him as 6'1", white male with black hair, hazel eyes, weighing about 150 pounds. Investigators say Morris has diabetes and went missing without taking his medication. He was last seen at the corner of 770 West, 7th South in TOOELE wearing blue jeans and black tennis shoes. If you have any information, please contact TOOELE Sheriff's Department. Their number is on your screen. Rick's father is asking for anyone who might have surveillance footage of that area to please send it in.
Right now, the search area is so huge. TOOELE County is 49,000 square miles. How do you cover 49,000 square miles with only a handful of people? We'd like to see more people involved, and again, the videos, the cameras, that's going to give us a better location as to where he may be.
We'll have a lot more on the search for Rick Morris coming up tonight on ABC4 News at 5. And Marcus Ortiz's special report, Missing in Utah.
All right, so let's check your weather here. Meteorologist Cesar Cornejo back with us today. How are we looking for our Monday morning?
Well, Brian, we're looking great out there along the Wasatch Front and parts of Utah so far right now here in Deer Valley. An amazing sunrise as we continue to start our Monday morning. Take a look at that. A few areas still seeing some clouds, but otherwise a very beautiful, almost clear sky for us. We do have the signs of some smoke still hanging around, so that's something to keep in mind. Again, We do see the return of some monsoonal moisture. It comes in the form of cloud cover so far right now, except for parts of southern Utah that are seeing some showers and thunderstorms still popping up over parts of the higher elevation. So that is something that we do expect to continue for us throughout the rest of the day. Also, temperatures are still on the mild side. We're around the 70s and 60s for a lot of northern Utah. Also 60s, 70s, and even one little 80 at Lake Powell, where we still see plenty of mild starts for this morning. We do have a flash flood watch in place. It starts at noon today, and it'll last until midnight. I'll have more on that in just a moment. But as we take a look outside for the Wasatch Front traffic, we do expect to see that there is one incident again on I-15. There's a little bit of a slowdown over there going northbound towards Ogden, so please keep that in mind when you are driving this morning. 37 minutes on the northbound direction due to that slowdown and incident, 30 minutes in the southbound direction, so smooth sailing for us so far this Monday morning. Over to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Caesar. The parents of the lead singer of Neon Trees say someone stole a pride flag from their home in South Jordan. Deb Glenn, the mother of singer Tyler Glenn, shared this Ring doorbell video with ABC4 Thursday morning. You can see that person coming out to the porch, running in. She tells us, quote, "This is blatant hatred to the LGBTQ+ community and the allies who live and support." South Jordan police say they've gotten 4 complaints from surrounding neighbors of various signs stolen from porches, including this one. If you recognize the person in this video, call South Jordan police at the number on your screen.
And 2 teams of Utah firefighters are now battling massive wildfires in Oregon. A total of 57 firefighters from 9 Utah fire agencies left Utah yesterday to help firefighters in Oregon for the next 2 weeks. They safely arrived in Bend and then will get their orders this morning.
We want them to do the very best work they can do while they're deployed and then to come home safely. That is really the best thing that they can do once their deployment is done, is come back and return to do great work for Utah.
Now, Utah is part of the Emergency Management Assistance Compact, where states coordinate with each other for emergencies like fires.
A Montana firefighter is at the University of Utah Hospital this morning being treated for burns he got on the job last week. Dan Stephenson, seen here, was working the Harris fire in Montana when the winds shifted and the fire overran him. He is in serious condition at the University of Utah Burn Center. Stephenson was 2017's Volunteer Firefighter of the Year.
And in national news, 65 people, including children, are now sick from a chemical leak at a Texas water park. That chemical spill happened Saturday at the Six Flags Park in Spring, Texas. A lifeguard noticed people rushing out of the water with breathing problems. Ambulances rushed to the park and the entire facility was evacuated. The most serious case involved a 3-year-old child. People at the park described that scary experience.
I heard there was something about a chemical leak. Yeah, so we were in the little swimming pool and they said get out and get out of the park, so we did.
Now, 29 people went to the hospital. Investigators say the cause of the leak was an industrial strength pool cleaner solution, which was 35% sulfuric acid. They say that solution was limited to one attraction at the park.
Coronavirus cases are on the rise again. Nearly every state is seeing an increase, including right here in Utah, mainly fueled by the Delta variant. ABC's Andrea Fujii has more from New York.
Coronavirus cases are soaring across the country as hospitals are pushed to the brink again. Unvaccinated Americans accounting for nearly all new COVID cases. The Delta variant fueling cases everywhere but South Dakota and Wyoming. Arkansas, Florida, and Missouri seeing the highest infection rates. This hospital in Arkansas says it's now full. Admissions statewide surging 80% in the past 2 weeks.
COVID is still here right now, and we're still fighting it.
And in Florida, where new COVID cases have nearly doubled in a week, a federal appeals court ruled that pandemic restrictions on Florida-based cruise ships will remain. Meanwhile, Seattle's cruise season set to begin today after a 1.5-year pandemic hiatus. Over the weekend, Los Angeles County reinstating their indoor mask mandate regardless of vaccine status as cases rise there. The U.S. Surgeon General agreeing with the decision.
Or where cases are rising, it's very reasonable for counties to take more mitigation measures.
More than 65% of Americans 12 and over have received at least one dose of the vaccine. But the Biden administration says they believe social media misinformation around COVID is hampering vaccination efforts.
If we had had the pushback for vaccines the way we're seeing on certain media, probably would still have smallpox.
And as the Summer Olympics are set to start in just days, U.S. tennis star Coco Gauff out after she tested positive for the virus. Concern growing in Tokyo as there are now more than 50 confirmed cases linked to the games.
The FDA is accelerating their review process to fully approve the Pfizer vaccine. Dr. Fauci says that could come by the end of August, but he still expects younger children may not get their shots until the winter or the end of the year. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Time now is 6:10, and Utah musicians are helping out a touring band whose trailer and equipment were stolen. The Shane Hall Band was scheduled to play a number of shows, but the trailer and $30,000 worth of equipment was taken from their hotel near the Salt Lake Airport last week. Fortunately for them, local musicians heard about it, stepped up, and lent them everything the band needed for that show to go on.
So we were like, calling the cops and doing all that kind of stuff, and we're freaking out a little bit. And I'm glad the community out here is like that, like helping people out. That's amazing.
Well, I'm glad that they did too. Now, if you want more information about this story, including how you can help police find the stolen trailer, we have the information on our website, abc4.com.
6:11 now. Coming up on Good Morning Utah, Zoom is expanding. See what the video conferencing service will add in your Good Morning Utah business report.
We're here at one of the first 3D augmented reality museums where the paintings come to life. I'm Rich DeMuro. I'll show you some of the amazing pictures and videos you can capture here coming up in TechSmart.
And don't forget, we've got a local news app. Take your Good Morning Utah team with you. Download from your app store or just scan that QR code on your screen. We'll be right back.